Howdy everyone, Matt and Mateo here, coming at you with another orthopedic special test, and this one is for the ankle. It is the Silfverskiöld test.
Silfverskiöld.
Sorry, I could not pronounce that correctly. It is Swedish. This came from a physician in Sweden, Nils Silfverskiöld. Again, sorry, I cannot pronounce the name. And he wrote in an article back in 1924 talking about how muscles that cross two joints, they affect one another. And so how someone with spasticity in the gastroc affects the ankle. So this test looks at differentiating between if somebody just has a tight gastroc versus a contracture or spasticity in the gastroc. To perform this test, you have the person either seated, supine, or prone. Then what you're going to do with the knee extended is you perform ankle dorsiflexion and you assess that motion. Next, you'll bend the knee to 90 degrees and check it again, check that dorsiflexion. So you are just comparing the differences between the dorsiflexion with the knee extended versus the knee flexed. So if you have less dorsiflexion with the knee extended compared to flexed, it could be that the gastroc is too tight. So it's either it's tight or there's spasticity of it. However, if you bring it up and it's less, it's not the gastroc, but it could be instead the soleus or Achilles tendinosus. So that is how to perform the test. For getting into the research for this test, there really wasn't a whole lot out there. There was one that compared this test to a device to measure ankle dorsiflexion, and so all it says in there was a new device to measure ankle dorsiflexion. It never even said the name of the device, and it was behind a paywall. And they found that the device had a better inter and intra-related reliability, over 85%, compared to this test, which had like a 23 and a 71. So 23 inter and 71% intra-related reliability. Another paper, they were comparing this with people who had spasticity to see like what was actually spastic. Was it the soleus? Was it the gastroc? Was it the posterior tib? And so they assessed the person and then did a nerve block on the tibial nerve of those motor units and then compared. So I believe they did the gastroc, then the soleus, and then the posterior tib and measured. And they found that it wasn't very reliable in determining that the gastroc itself was the limiting factor in somebody with, with the contracture or with spasticity that had limited dorsiflexion. So there you go. That is the Silfverskiöld test, however you say it. So let me know, what do you think about it? Do you use this test? What do you think about it? Just share it down in the comments below. And like always, take care of yourself. Take care of your patients. We'll see you next time.